All right, everyone. Welcome to episode 1 of the Dinner and Drinks podcast. My name is Derek. This is Ricky Chapman. And for the next 30 minutes, we're going to try to entertain you to the best of our abilities.
Yeah. Good luck with that, right?
So did you hear about the new episode on Discovery for Shark Week with boxer Mike Tyson fighting the great white shark?
No, but I can't wait to see this.
All right. Well, we have a video here that we'll pull up. We'll kind of get a feel for it.
Channels Tyson versus Jaws Rumble on the Reef. And the 54-year-old will take part in the underwater stunt on August 9th in the name of scientific research. While there will be some familiarity to Tyson's famous nights in the ring, as legendary announcer Michael Buffer will take part in the event. A Discovery statement said, with famed ring announcer Michael Buffer calling the shots, these two heavyweights will square off underwater, where Mike Tyson will try to score a TKO over the massive shark, all in the name of research.
This just sounds ridiculous.
What I want to know is what science has to do with any of this.
Yeah, right. Oh, man. I'm going to kick that shark's ass.
I want to see him outside the cage trying to swing at it.
I know.
Maybe it'll be the revenge of the ear bite.
Right.
Or more.
Is thought to be motivated by conquering a fear of making a comeback, having been linked in recent months with a money-spinning return against the WBC World Heavyweight Champion Tyson Fury. I equate this with overcoming my fear of getting back into the ring at 54 years old, Tyson explained. I learned from this experience doing shark
54. Shouldn't he be fishing alone, let alone fighting a shark?
I like how this is in his official training regimen for his comeback.
Right.
Whoever the dude is that's fighting him has to be laughing at him.
Chapter 6. Fight shark.
week that whatever intimidates me, I'm still able to step up to the challenge of overcoming anything that would prevent me from accomplishing my life's mission of reaching my highest potential in life and bringing me closer to God. Having been one of the most
Oh, you're going to get close.
Meeting God real quick.
Right.
intimidating fighters in history in his heyday, Tyson's concerns about making a comeback are understandable. He's not fought since 2005 and appeared a shadow of his former self in his final years, losing 3 of his last 4 contests. Whether he has much left to offer remains debatable, and we're unlikely to find out too much about his current fighting credentials in his upcoming bout. It was a Channel Aesthetics legacy.
Yeah, I don't see that ending well.
No.
I think that guy might be getting an early check.
Right. I'm kind of hoping the shark ends up doing its own podcast and his like stories about doing coke in a bathroom with Mike. Like, who was that?
Steve-O, I believe.
Steve-O.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, man. I'll tell you what, I'm full.
Me too.
We just polished down a big boy from Pizza Land. As awkward as that sounds.
Yeah, we knocked the bottom right out of him.
Like I was saying before, last time, I used to eat those. I used to live alone in an apartment upstairs that was a cool 93 degrees. I'd buy it every Sunday. I'd polish it off to myself while watching the NASCAR race in my boxers. I'd wake up, the race would be over. I'd be covered in sweat, grease, pepperoni.
Regret.
Yeah. This is sad days in my life.
Right.
A lot of Sundays spent living that.
Those were the days. I still live that way.
Yeah, I'm not far from it. Just now I have a girlfriend to share it with.
I don't even have that. I'm 41 and just moved out of my mom's attic. Things are really starting to take off for me, though.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, shit. So another food venture I've been on the last couple of weeks was the Big Boss Man's Barbecue. It's a new food camper, I guess you could say. It's a it makes I think he's from out of state. I think he advertises like down south in some fashion.
Yeah.
And well, anyways, he has these they call them bachos. It's Fritos, tater tots, pulled pork, all kinds of shit on it. It's kind of like a garbage plate in a sense. Holy hell.
That sounds good.
Yeah, it was good. I gave the dude a $20 tip the other day.
It's that good?
It's that good. Well, that and he was done for the day, so he was going to close up.
Yeah.
He fired up the fryer for me.
That's awesome.
So I made it worth his time.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got to get him on here sometime.
Absolutely. Bring food.
Yeah.
Park that camper right in the driveway. You can leave it here.
Yeah, the first time I saw it, I drove by and said, I will never eat there.
Right, because of the way it
It
looks.
looks so bad. So, I mean, I'm not really a germ freak, but I thought for sure I'd be getting something from that. In these times, I don't know if I want to risk that.
Right.
And but I've heard from a lot of people how good it was. So I finally made the journey down there.
Mm-hmm.
Did not disappoint. Oh,
So,
my pants are getting tight.
Right. I've been all over the United States, and the best food I could ever find was in the dirtiest little Grub Huts, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't get grubbier than a camper.
That's true.
Like if he ever gets bigger than that and gets rid of the camper, I think I would quit eating there.
It would lose its
The taste.
yeah.
It's like those old pans that they don't really clean.
You don't wash.
Yeah. You don't do that with the camper either.
Yeah, you don't wash the camera.
Inside or out.
Oh my God, is that a vacuum? Get that out of here. Don't you vacuum this place? It probably would ruin it. Like if he ended up, getting brick and mortar, and
Oh yeah.
it would ruin the.
Yep.
I can't wait to go. I wonder if he lives in the camper as well.
Oh my God, that'd be great. I know he hired a lady that helps him now. I don't know if it's a girlfriend or a family member, but he's expanding.
Huh?
2 people.
Yeah, 2 people in the camper.
I don't know how that works, but looks horribly uncomfortable.
Yeah,
Maybe it's all in the sweat. I don't know.
it might be.
Could be.
I can't wait to try it now.
Yeah, I know.
He's on Facebook, right? Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, he's on Facebook. I know he was supposed to be having. I got pissed because we went kayaking last Saturday, and we were trying to figure out what we were gonna do afterwards.
Yeah,
because we're usually starving, miserable. There's nothing better than eating a lot and going to bed after that.
Right.
So,
that's how all this sexy happened.
So, yeah, we were driving back. We're going back to get the cars, and we saw him set up across from the police station. None of us had cash on us. And
I love how I'm nodding at you, like everybody can see that. Yeah.
And man, I've never been so infuriated in my life. And I knew if I went to the bank and came back, he'd be gone.
Mm-hmm.
Missed opportunities in life.
That's it.
If I could go back,
Do it all different.
yep, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch for him.
Yeah, he's usually out in the Kmart parking lot
Mm.
and on the side of the road by the police station.
Yeah.
Those seem to be his go-to spots.
Hey, it works.
Yeah. Yeah, he tried out dinner last week. That was why I went there last Thursday. I wanted to support the dinner. It's hard to get there on lunch.
Yeah.
So if he can be doing dinners, I mean, he probably shouldn't be.
Right.
I mean, getting close to 300 with that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but speaking of kayaking, I went kayaking last weekend with some of my buddies. Water was real low, scraped. Another reason I needed to stop eating Big Boss Man.
You're sitting in a kayak, just down in the gravel.
All you can see is my belly and my head sticking out of
Yeah.
it. It's not good. There was one point where I just gave up and just sat there for about 5-10 minutes.
Really?
Just took it in. But the night before,
awesome.
I went down to my friends, and we do Friday, like, dinner at each other's houses on Fridays.
Yeah.
And we got the idea to go kayaking, so that obviously moved into what are we going to drink and, all of those important decisions for the following day.
All right.
And we were going to go early at 8, 9 o'clock, so obviously we won't be able to go to the liquor store. So the lady sent us on the journey of getting the booze, which quickly turned into how can we prank Sam, which is our friend, and his girlfriend. So we went on a journey of where can we get rubber snakes?
Oh, gosh.
Because they have a snake in their lawn, and she says she's not terrified of it.
Yeah.
So I wanted to change that.
Yeah. I'm terrified of it, and I don't even know where they live.
They live outside.
No, your friends.
Oh.
I'm scared of the snake in there. I hate snakes.
He said it's like 3 feet long now.
Really?
So, yeah, I'm not a big snake guy either. But so we went to Walmart. Well, a bunch of places. We ended up at Walmart, and they had snakes. They were not the snakes we were looking for.
Mhm.
They're not real flimsy. They're kind of hard rubber,
Yeah.
like stuck in the shape. So we got 2 of them.
You sure it was Walmart you were in?
It was somewhere. A lot of dark snakes.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we got them. We didn't really have necessarily a plan. It was kind of late. We didn't really get to execute. I mean, if we thought back on it, probably could have got some fishing line and really made it good.
Right.
But so what we did was we got 2 of them. No plan necessarily. We're hoping they would float, so we could send one through the river.
Yeah.
Kind of float by her real quick.
Yep.
Kind of get her alarm up, and then prank her go to that last one. Well, we find out that they don't float as we get on the river.
Mm-hmm.
We put one in, it just kind of sinks to the bottom. So my buddy Mason rolls up on her, gets all cute with her, and they're like over. I'm like, man, we got to get this prank going. And all they want to do is fuck around over there. So he paddles away from her, and then I see it. So on the back, he kind of put it so it looked like it was slithering up to get out of the water.
Yep.
And we rode like 30 minutes like that, and she wasn't seeing it. I'm like, I got to escalate this up a little bit. It's getting boring. So she's trying to take good group selfies as ladies do. And I'm like, Sam, we should all get behind you. And you should put that camera up on a real nice angle.
Perfect.
And she's like this? I'm like, no, higher, more angle. She's like, I can't get everybody. Just go a little higher. On here, what the fuck is that? Get it up. Fucking
Perfect.
Oh, it was good. I was hoping she'd flip.
Yeah.
That was what I was going for. I needed someone to flip.
Just to make it the day complete.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, when I was working in the oil fields, they know how much I hated snakes. We were down in West Virginia or something. I don't know, my buddy Paul and Joe Thornsberry, we called him T-Berry. We all went shopping one day. The well went down. They took off, went to another part of this other store, and I was getting my hair cut or something. Well, unbeknownst to me, they were looking for a rubber snake.
Mm-hmm.
They bought one. They spray painted it up because it was a little bright and everything.
Yeah.
Well, that night we go to work. Our trucks are backed in next to each other, but in a V, our trailers were, almost touching at the back. You couldn't walk through there.
Right.
They had me trapped.
Yeah.
So we're blowing off, and mind you, it's very loud there. The blowers on the trucks are extremely loud. There's a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
And my friend Paul, I was leaning up against my trailer. It's like 2 a.m. I'm just sitting there, waiting for my truck to unload. He tapped me on the shoulder, and I turned around, and he held up the snake, and my buddy was recording it, screamed like a girl so loud that everybody heard it over all the equipment.
Oh, yeah.
I literally tried pushing them trailers apart so I could get out of it. I'm crawling over it. They're laughing. My buddy Joe T-Berry shut the camera off. He felt so bad because he seen the fear in my eyes because I thought they were going to, put it on me.
Oh, we got to get that video.
Yeah, there is video somewhere. There is. I'll have to ask him if he still got it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'd still be in his phone or not. But
Yeah, I'm sure everyone would love to see that.
yeah. It's funny because that's all you hear is these blowers going, and all of a sudden you hear this, and you see me just flaring.
The screech of an 8-10-year-old girl.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good day.
Hmm.
It was hot. I'll tell you that.
I've never been kayaking, as
No.
I told you. I'm not into water, not because of snakes. That's the whole reason.
I've never actually. Well, I mean, I'm sure I've seen it. I haven't noticed a snake in there
Yeah.
yet. I've
Yeah.
been going for like 3 or 4 years now.
Mm.
So I think you're good.
Because I've heard about them coming up and trying to get out of the water.
Yeah.
And down in the boat, I'd be dead.
Yeah.
That'd be it.
Well, if you go and you go with me, be on high alert. I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
Now that I know, we were gonna get a snake, and there was one that was somewhat realistic, but it was a king cobra.
Oh,
And my buddy said that she was smarter than that.
yeah.
She
I don't know.
I mean, I wouldn't if I saw a snake that looked real, regardless of the
Yeah.
shape.
Before I realized what it was.
Yeah. She took it better than I thought she would. I thought for sure she was going to go over.
Hey, they found alligators in that river.
Yeah.
People let them loose.
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't survive very long, but
Like, I saw, it was last summer, I think there was alligators out there. And I didn't know about that prior to launching. It was told to me mid-river.
yeah.
And then there was these buoys set up, I think near, like, the waste plant.
Mm-hmm.
And they're kind of in, like, a square. Well, one just started, like, going upstream.
Really?
I was like, motherfucker. I think we got out of there.
Right.
We're no part of that.
We used to fish over there as kids, right
Yeah.
at the mouth of the river.
Yep.
Yeah. There were some big snakes over there.
Yeah.
We'd camp out there and everything.
There was kids swimming in it.
Yeah.
I just could never imagine. That is very gross water.
Yeah. Yeah, because if we get high water levels,
Yeah.
that thing dumps out right
Yeah.
into the river.
Yeah. No, thank you. They were loving it. They're dunking and
Really?
having a great time.
Is it that deep over there? I never remember it being that deep.
It really wasn't that deep. I mean, it can get deep, but this weekend it was not very deep.
Mm-hmm.
It was maybe 6-7 inches
Yeah.
at most of it. But there was parts, I guess, there were maybe a foot and a half, maybe.
I remember up by the Steam Valley Bridge. It might have been the old bridge, but it was really deep in there. Huge muskies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my buddy brought a fishing pole. There was a guy there harpoon fishing.
Really?
I don't know if that's a thing, but yeah, he had like a
Yeah.
bow of some sort.
Yeah, like crossbow with a. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
That seems incredibly hard.
Yeah.
Like, how do you do that?
I
think
that's a
it'd
thing, though.
be hard to shoot like an animal, let alone one that's in the water.
You're right.
I don't know.
I guess you'd have to be good at it.
He was there all day. He was there when we came back afterwards.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
must not have had great success.
Right.
Oh, man. That big boy. I
know.
never feel comfortable calling Pizza Land and saying, "Hey, can I get a big boy?" Because they're all big boys. They don't know
Right.
what their tendencies are. I could be getting some kind of weird stripper show in the show.
It's like that extra anchovies. What movie was that from?
I don't know if I've seen it. I'm the worst with movies.
It was an older one, but if you order extra anchovies, supposedly they'd send like a girl to your house.
Oh, have you heard about what the fuck's that company called? I don't know. It's one of those like fancy companies you order shit online. Well, they have like
Amazon?
Nah, it's like Amazon kind of. Wayfair. That's what it is.
Oh, yeah, or Wish or Wayfair.
yeah. Wayfair. They have, I don't know the full details of the story, but they have apparently they're like accused of like kid sex trafficking, and you buy a dresser for like $9,000, and but you get like the dresser, but you get
A kid
with
in
it.
the dresser.
Yeah, and they're named, and I guess they're like the dressers are because they're designer dressers,
Oh, okay.
and they're named after the kid. There's like a list of kids that are missing, and they're like
Really?
named after those kids. And then someone got into like some Russian server of some sort, and they found all that out. I don't know if it's true, but
That's so scary.
I don't want to be spreading fake news, but
Yeah. Huh.
that's pretty crazy. They, of course, came out and said that they're not doing that.
Oh, of course. That is kind of weird. Hey, can I get that dresser? Which one do you want? Beth.
Yeah,
You know?
and not even that. Like sometimes it's like a dish set. It's like outrageously priced.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Which I've heard about that with like drug sales.
Yeah.
Like with like antiques and stuff.
Yeah.
Like they'll hide drugs and you buy the dresser, but
Right.
you really buy it in the drugs. But yeah, kids takes that to a new level.
Yeah. That's crazy. Well, back in the day, we used to say car parts,
Yeah.
you know, trying to get party favors.
Yeah.
Hey, Daryl, you got any car parts? You know, like the FBI, if they were listening, you know, how many cars does this guy got? You know, I don't even own tools.
Yeah.
You know, never got no kids, though.
No.
No.
Yeah, yeah, that's good. If he did, good thing he didn't
Yeah.
admit to it.
You're right.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, it's a scary world we live in today.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy.
I can't even imagine, like, I couldn't even, like, function knowing I was involved in something like that. Whether it was kids or not, just something to that degree of, like, illegal.
Right.
Like, how do you even just, like, I would never be able to go to sleep. I'd be so paranoid all the time.
Scared all the time.
Yeah. You couldn't go to Walmart without thinking, like, a SWAT team's going to bust you down.
I know. It's amazing. Like all the famous people that are supposedly linked to
Yeah.
all this stuff. It just blows your mind.
Was it, like, Robert Kraft from the Patriots, the owner of the Patriots?
Yeah.
He was involved in some kind of sex
Tom
slave.
Hanks.
Yeah.
Like they're naming all these people.
Like, do you think they just get bored?
What do you do when you got all the money in the world and you can't even walk outside your door?
Yeah.
I can think of something else to do other than what they're doing, you
I
know?
guess you buy children.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't even want free children.
Yeah, right?
Like, if I had my own, I wouldn't even want it.
Exactly. Yeah, spending $9,000 on some kids. You couldn't even give me $90 to watch your kid, you know? I got enough of my own problems.
Oh, man, that'd be the worst.
Yeah, every time one of them Hollywood buses go by, and if you look to the left, there's where Tom Hanks lives. That bus rolls up. He thinks it's the FBI or something.
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like it wouldn't be worth it.
Mm-mm.
Like, I have dreams. I have frequent dreams that I, like, kill people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Or I get involved in these, like, gang-related things.
Really?
Like, some weird trading gang-related things. And
These are your
it's
dreams?
fucking terrifying.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I won't be able to sleep.
No,
It's not even, like, a scary dream.
Yeah.
Like, monsters. It's just a very realistic, stressful dream.
I can't sleep. I keep having bad business deals with the Crips. You know? What are you talking about?
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
That and snake dreams. I actually have a lot of snake dreams.
I used to as a kid.
Yeah, which my buddy in high school told me that's just something to do with like penis cancer, if that's even a thing.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if that's true.
Jeez. I don't know. Maybe I should get checked out. Really?
I don't know. He was an idiot. Still is, but he's my friend. So.
Penis cancer because you're dreaming of snakes?
Yeah, I guess it's like a psychological thing. I mean,
jeez, I might look into that. But I had it as a kid. I don't anymore. I also don't have a penis anymore, though. I've been divorced for a long time.
Yeah.
I don't even know if it's still there.
Yeah, that'll the divorce will do that to you.
So,
Well, like most things give you cancer.
yeah.
Like very vanilla cream soda.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that stuff. I also love this large mass that I'm getting on my side.
Oh, shit. Yeah. It's cancer, man. It gets you every time.
Yeah, it sure does.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So, you going to be tuning into the Tyson fight tonight?
I think I might.
Yeah, I'm going to have to.
Yeah.
I know it's going to be horribly disappointing. It's like every time you would watch one of those Evel Knievel jumps.
Yeah. Or a Chris Angel
Yeah.
magician thing.
Or that jackass who walks on the tight ropes.
Yeah, right.
That's the most bullshit thing.
They just keep like building it up, and there's nothing.
Yeah.
There's absolutely no.
Yep. Like, it's like, he has a 90% chance of wrecking on this jump.
You're right.
And they hype it up, and he rides up and down the ramp 75
Yeah.
times, and then he goes and just
Yeah.
easy. That's over.
Stupid.
But they made a fuck ton on advertising.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's actually brilliant.
Yeah.
I guess I'm not mad at him. I just wish I could pull something off like
Yeah.
that, you know?
Yeah. That, like, I used to, as a kid, be so mad at like my idols for selling out.
Right.
Like Jesse James, he had like that big West Coast chopper brand, and then he sold it at Walmart,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I hated him for it.
Right.
Like, I threw it all away.
Yeah.
Well, come to find out later, the amount of money he made to sell to Walmart.
Yeah.
Like,
You can't.
I mean, why would you not do
Right.
that? It was like something like $100 million the first month or something stupid.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, you're dumb not
Yeah.
to.
Go ahead and be mad, kid. You know?
So coronavirus, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's always a good time.
My sister had to take her newborn to get a COVID test today.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it.
Is somebody I know is going to have, a guy at work is going to have surgery on his knee. And he's got to
Yeah.
drive all the way to Buffalo,
Mm.
go through this drive-through corona test before you can have the
Really?
surgery. Yeah. You just pull out,
COVID
roll your window
drive-thru.
down, and shove stuff in your head, and away you go.
Speaking of COVID and drive-thrus, have you ever been to Burger King? What's this?
No, I haven't been there lately.
So you go to the drive-thru, and they open up both windows for this now. You know, how
Really?
they usually have that first window that they never use.
Yeah.
They're running it now.
That one's running now.
Yeah. It's apparently the COVID window. And
Creek's open.
so when you pull up, they go, your total is $23.50, and they
Yeah.
put out a little plastic bucket that they keep like the pickles in.
$23.50. What are you getting?
That's pretty standard.
Yeah.
It's a couple Whoppers,
Oh, okay.
milkshake, the normal.
Yeah.
And they stick it out, and they want you to put your money in it, and then they take the money out of it, and then they put your change in it, and they give it back to you.
And then you hold the change.
Yeah. So I don't understand.
What's the
necessarily-
point?
Yeah.
I don't
So
know.
like all you're doing is contaminating the bucket that holds the pickle.
Right.
I don't know. very silly.
The whole thing is.
Oh, and then the best part is they so you get to the second window and they have the little board that they give you the food at when you dine in.
Yes.
And they put it out and they have 2 Cokes on the end of the board.
Right.
So you go to grab one, the other one goes whoosh.
And it falls.
Yeah. Happens every time. I did it like 3 out of 10 times.
Really?
Yeah. Like, oh, sorry about that.
You think they'd catch on, just do one at a time,
Or
just hand you the damn drink.
Yeah, you already touched it, and I'm gonna touch it.
Yeah.
I mean, seems silly.
Or they got the big, glass thing there now, plexiglass.
Oh yeah.
You got to talk through and you interact through, but you're handing cash back and forth. And
Yeah.
I guess it's pretty much the same thing what you're saying, but
Yeah, the whole thing's dumb. And my favorite is the guy who wears like the welding shield.
yes, yeah. There's one at Park and Shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
Behind the glass plate,
Yeah.
plexiglass,
There's
with the welding shield on.
Yeah, there's one at Country Fair. He wears the welding mask, the face mask. I think he has some sort of goggle. It might just be his glasses.
Really?
But,
He
and,
wears
then,
his
and then they have
glasses.
the hang down acrylic as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. So some people are really scared. I mean, it would suck.
Yeah.
I do know of one person that has died of it. I didn't know him personally.
Yeah.
It was a friend of mine's father in Florida
Yeah.
who died of it.
Yeah.
That's the only one that I actually, other than just hearing on the news or whatever,
Right.
that know that. But if it's such a pandemic, shouldn't people be? I
Yeah.
got tons of truck driver friends that are all over the country, using public showers and eating in restaurants. Shouldn't they be dying at alarming rates?
Yeah, it should be. I mean,
You know?
they should be.
Yeah, they should be. Damn truck drivers.
No, it's crazy, but I can't wait till the reality documentary that comes out like 10 years from now.
Right.
It's like
This is how ridiculous we were.
we made it all up.
Yeah. Right.
I don't know. I was a believer of it in the initiation,
Mm-hmm.
not to the extent of like afraid to leave my house.
Right.
But I acknowledge that it was probably a real thing
Yeah.
that existed. But now I don't know. I'm having a harder time every day.
I know of companies that are renting out reefer trucks
Yeah.
for morgues. So it causes panic.
Mhm.
Oh, there's so many people are dying. They're shoving them in trucks. Well, the thing was, people were dying of natural causes and car accidents and whatnot. They're calling it COVID, and they weren't having funerals, so they had to put the body somewhere, and that's what they were used for.
Yeah.
But they made it seem like everybody was dying from COVID all of a sudden so fast that they had to shove them in these trucks.
Yeah, I heard that in like New York City, like that first couple weeks, they're like, there's like FedEx trucks full of dead people.
Yes, yeah, U-Haul
I'm
trucks
like,
and
I don't know if that's true. I feel like there'd be a huge deal made of that.
right.
They couldn't bury them and they're just stacking them up.
Right. And I do know that there was local companies here that lent out their trailers for that.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they were used or not, but it wasn't all because of COVID. It was these, like our funeral home here in town. It's not big enough to hold 2-3 bodies for weeks.
Yeah.
And other people keep dying, which I don't know if they're not big enough.
Yeah.
If it's factual or not, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I don't know how big your coolers are, but you got to put these bodies somewhere. You can't have funerals.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And some people do not want to be cremated.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. My grandfather passed away during that, not due to COVID, and they ended up cremating him.
mm-hmm.
It was so looking back on that funeral made more sense to me than any funeral I've been a part of.
Yeah.
Because he was cremated, and they had it at Bona's, and it was an outside thing. The whole
Yeah.
ceremony was outside, which made it seem a lot more peaceful
Mhm.
than having it in a church,
Yeah.
where it's like dark and dreary and
Yep.
miserable.
Yes.
Like it made it seem a lot more happy than.
Right.
I just don't. I guess I feel like that's the way a funeral should be done.
Yeah. Birds are chirping.
Yeah, it was-
Life's happening.
I mean, like, obviously, you could have a rainy, shitty day. It might
right.
seem just as bad, but
The funeral business is it's a business played on emotion.
yeah,
That's why funeral homes are dark. They're
Yeah.
somber. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they play off emotion. That's how they make money. You can't hate them for it.
No.
I wanted to be a mortician at one time.
Why?
I don't know.
Oh.
I thought I wanted to be one. I'm kind of glad I didn't
Yeah.
go through with
seems
that.
Like an unhappy job.
Yeah, I've known a couple people that have done it, and they seem to enjoy their beer.
Yeah.
It's got to be a tough way to live. So
Yeah.
you got to cope with that.
You probably become very emotionless.
Yeah, I'd imagine you become cold. I mean,
Yeah.
well, I can imagine something worse than
Especially
going to
like-
work and doing that all day.
Especially like when you deal with like children or something.
Yes.
Like that'd be pretty
Yeah.
Pretty sad.
Yeah, it's horrible.
I actually wanted to be a truck driver for a good amount of time.
Really?
That was always like my backup plan.
Yep.
I don't even think I could drive one, let alone like do the whole work end of it.
I can drive a truck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I wish I could sit here and tell you, man, you really screwed up not doing that, but I'm not going to tell you that. I got to say, though, if I didn't drive truck, 22 years of it, if I did, I never probably would have left this town.
Yeah.
And I've seen everything except for Hawaii and Alaska. You know what I mean? I've been everywhere. Yeah. I've been everywhere, man.
You should have definitely done Alaska. That show looks fun.
Yeah. I had a friend that just went up there.
Yeah.
He's from Wisconsin. I was watching his pictures on Facebook. And it looks awesome. I want to go there.
You drive that truck on the narrow road on the edge of the cliff.
I didn't see any of that.
Oh.
You know, I don't know about any of that, but.
You ever watch that show?
Oh, yeah.
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 Oh.
I don't know. And I don't like water, so, like, the ice road trucker thing is not my deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that show makes my wiener shoot out my butt.
Yeah.
It's just super intense.
Yeah. But you know it's all made up.
Oh,
I mean,
sure.
they make it, well, like we were talking about with Evel Knievel and all that, you know, it's.
And when you get logical about watching stuff like Evel Knievel or the Tyson Fight, championship fight, you know obviously nothing horrible happened because they recorded it probably 6 months ago.
And they're letting it go, yeah.
And even if it did, they're not going to make it.
Yeah.
They're not going to let you see that.
Right. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
But you almost hope they will. That's why you like racing.
Yeah.
A lot of people watch it for the racks, you know?
That's
They're
live.
going to catch that, yeah.
Yeah, there was a guy, Ryan Newman, who wrecked at the end of the Daytona 500 this year.
Mm-hmm.
And he flipped into the fence, like tore the fence down. And then when he landed, a car came. He was like landing upside down onto the track. And another car hit him right in the window where he like gets in.
Really?
And it took him like 2 hours to get him out of the car. And like the whole time, you're like, oh, he's definitely dead.
Yeah.
They put up like those big screens around the car so you couldn't see in.
Right.
And he didn't die. He actually was out of the hospital in like 2 days.
Okay. Yeah, he appeared in the top of a building downtown.
I mean, it took him probably like 3 or 4 months to come back to racing.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I thought for sure I watched him die. I watched Dale Earnhardt die.
Yeah.
Didn't really bother me much, I guess.
Right.
As a kid. But
Yeah.
looking back on it, I'm like, oh, it's crazy. That you just died in front of everyone.
I remember, the space shuttle that blew up with all them people on it.
Yep.
I was in that house next door.
Yeah.
I took the day off school. I was just a kid. My dad was adjusting the TV screen. So they used to flip or something. I remember as a kid, and you'd have to get in there and adjust the picture. He had a mirror leaned up against the couch, and he was adjusting the screen for my grandparents. And that was watching. So I'm watching it in a mirror from behind the TV.
Yeah.
And I remember my dad go, oh, wow. I didn't understand what happened.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, look, it's on fire, you know.
Yeah.
All right, let's go play, you know.
Yeah.
So
What year was that?
I don't remember. I'm going to have to Google this. Do you not recall any of this?
I remember a spaceship crash.
Oh, let's see.
Was it in the 90s or before that?
Yes. Challenger. It was the Challenger.
Okay.
January 28th, 1986.
Oh.
So I would have been 7 years old.
Yeah, I was -4.
-4.
Yeah.
There's no wonder I don't remember. Yeah, I was 7 years old. Huh.
Mm.
How about that? Well,
At least he didn't end up in a dresser.
yes, that's right. Well, things could have been worse.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
It really sucked if nobody would buy your dresser. I don't know.
Shaniqua doesn't really sound appealing.
Yeah, Ricky's not very cute. He's kind of chubby.
Probably smells like grease. And
Yeah.
pepperoni.
Yeah.
Does have a cute tushy though.
Yeah.
All right. Was that it?
Yeah, I guess we're good. That's 36 minutes.
All right. Well, don't forget to like and subscribe, share, follow, all of the above, and we'll be back next week.
We'll see you next time. Thanks.